Hello and welcome everybody that's on the call tonight. I have a special jam-packed webinar for you. We're going to be going through how you can actually build your business without having to chase family members and friends ever again, how you can consistently get people to come to you wanting to learn more about how and what it is that you have to offer inside of your business. So I'm going to make sure that the PowerPoint is up and running so that we can go ahead and get started. If somebody could please just type into the chat button or into the question box, let me open that up. And just let me know that you're able to see my screen, then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so somebody just go ahead, type into the chat or the question box that they can see my screen, you can hear me, so that I can actually move forward and get started with this presentation. All right, cool. Everybody can hear me, seems to be good. So let's go ahead and get started. This is called the Ultimate Freedom Attraction Blueprint. How to get more leads and sign up more reps without having to chase family members and friends. So I have a quick question for you. What would an additional 10 to 15 leads per day mean to you and your family? All right. What would it mean to your business if you could get 10 to 15 people reaching out to you, wanting to learn more about what it is that you have to offer in your business? What would it do for your business if you consistently had people asking about your business because they actually wanted to work with you? All right. Now, a lot of us, we've been through the struggle. We've tried reaching out to people that, we talked to them, they weren't interested. What if you talk with people on a consistent basis that were already interested in what you had to offer? Well, tonight you're going to discover my top 3 secrets that I learned from an online marketing and training platform and have been using consistently inside of my business. And I'm going to be sharing that with you tonight so that you can get the same results inside of your business as well. All right. And so here's my official promise to you. I, Dayton Anderson, promise to share with you the home business lead attraction blueprint that I follow daily to attract 20 to 30 eager prospects for my business. I promise that by the end of this webinar training, you will be able to run the exact same business model for yourself within 24 hours of this webinar. All right. Doesn't that sound cool to know that, in the next 24 hours, you could be using this exact same business model? And I promise to show you how this business model will allow you to sponsor all the people you'll ever need to build the lifestyle of your dreams without having to hunt strangers, bug family and friends, or constantly do home parties. And finally, I promise you more fun out of life and the ability to provide for yourself and your family with everything that you want out of life and the peace of mind that comes with it. Now, is that a pretty bold promise? Yeah, I think so. And I will keep it as long as you stay with me until the end of this webinar. And so in order for me to deliver on my promise that I just made to you, I need your attention. All right. So turn off your cell phone, turn off Facebook, shut down Skype, make sure you have a pen and paper ready and you're in a quiet place so that you can really take notes and learn this information so that you can go out and apply it to your business and start to get the results that you want. All right. So if you are a network marketer and you're serious about getting better results with recruiting more reps into your home business, then the next 60 to 90 minutes, that's as long as this training is going to be, that we can really change your life in the next 60 to 90 minutes, all right? And if you stay until the end of this webinar, then I actually have a free gift for you. This is an unannounced bonus. I'm going to give you a free 89-minute training video on how to become a master sponsor. Does that sound cool? And all you have to do in order to get access to this free training is stick around to the end, and I'll give you the information on how to get access to this free training. So here's a little bit more about me. My name is Dayton Anderson. I graduated with a degree in business management back in 2011 from Andrews University. I graduated from an online marketing course called Total Recruiting Mastery. And I've spent, 6+ months in an elite marketing mastermind group where we go over strategies, we go over different ways to help people grow their businesses. I became the #3 affiliate in a company with tens of thousands of entrepreneurs and was able to rank advance to the level of L1 inside of my business, all because of the strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. All right. I've been able to generate thousands of leads online. I've even recruited 4 people in less than 24 hours and had 2 back-to-back $1,000 days without even talking to a prospect personally. All right. The only time I actually even talked to them, spoke with that person, was after they were already on my team. I reached out to them, said, hey, I just noticed that a commission came in, wanted to reach out to you, say hi, see what it is that you're looking to achieve inside of your business. I consistently generate over 25 leads per day of people reaching out to me, wanting to know more about my business. And it's all because of what I've learned and I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. All right. And just something unrelated to business. Back in college, I played basketball and I actually got the sportsmanship award in basketball 2 years in a row. And I thought that was pretty cool. And, if it's a sportsmanship award, then unfortunately our team did not win, but we were still proud. And if you don't know my story, I actually got started in network marketing on my 18th birthday. All right. My dad, he came to me. He had been in 2 different businesses before the business that he actually got me started in. He came to me on my 18th birthday and he said, you know what, this may be the greatest gift that I ever give you. And he got me started in the company that he was in at the time. And we did everything that they normally tell you to do, right? We made a list of family members and friends. We were handing out business cards at the mall. We even had a logo that we put on the side of the car to hopefully get calls from people as we drove around town. And then we'd come home, sit there, wait for the phone to ring, and 0 voicemails. All right. And we actually did manage to recruit 2 people. I think one was our cousin, one was a family friend. And, that guy, he was really energetic, really enthusiastic, and he actually brought in 3 people into the business. Now, the only problem with that was that he actually advanced ahead of us. And so we stopped earning commissions on what it is that he was doing. And so that was a pretty sad day. And then, after that, he kind of ran out of people to talk to and kind of fizzled out, and our cousin fizzled out. And, as our team started to dwindle, my dad, he just got frustrated and he was like, you know what, I just can't do this anymore. And he actually left the business. Now, I don't know about you, but like if you're struggling, if you're facing like an uphill battle, at least if you have somebody else in the foxhole with you, it makes it a little bit better. But once he left and I was by myself, I really had no answers. I burned through my warm market. I didn't really have anybody else to market to. And it was a real struggle to build my business. And so, if that's where you are right now, if you've reached out to your warm market, if you've talked to people, but they seem interested, but they just aren't joining your team, let me tell you right now, it's not your fault. All right. You just haven't been shown actual marketing skills and strategies that will allow you to put your business in front of interested people on a daily basis. And that's what we're going to be going over tonight. All right. And so imagine, I want you to really imagine what your life will be like when you can instantly attract your ideal prospect and instantly recruit all the reps you could ever want into your home business, right? What would that mean for your business? What would that mean for your life when you could be at home with your family, with your friends, when you can, travel, go on vacation, and actually enjoy the things that you enjoy doing instead of being, forced to do the things that we don't like? What would your life be like when you're able to instantly attract your ideal prospect, right? What would your life be like when you never have to worry about having to chase family and friends or having to call prospects on the phone ever again? All right. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be, pretty cool if you could have people reaching out to you and you never had to actually, go out and, do belly to belly marketing and just go out to the grocery store because, hey, you wanted to recruit more people into your team? What will your life be like when you're actually financially free and able to travel the world and never have to worry about price tags ever again? All right. Just take a second and think about that. That's what's possible when you understand, how to actually go out there and market your business in a way that will help you get results. And so how about when you really know how and you know the only two types of people that you should talk to about your business if you truly want to build your business rejection free. Will that make a difference for you and your family? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would, right? And so just here are a few of my stats. As you can see, these are the leads that I've been able to generate. Yesterday, 24 leads, today, 25 leads. Just a visual example of, you know, what I've been doing on a daily basis. The image on the right is actually a plaque. I don't know how well you can see it because it's a clear plaque, but it's for actually reaching the level, the L1 leadership inside of the, you know, affiliate program that I'm in. And here is just another way of showing that I reached L1. You know, a lot of people, that post went viral. A lot of people reaching out, congratulating you. And it just feels great when, you know, you can do something and you can help a lot of people along the way. And as you can see, I made it to the top 3 in terms of leads inside of a business that has tens of thousands of, you know, affiliates, of reps, and I was able to make it into the top 3. And you could see in that image with the arrow on the left. And as you can see down at the bottom, I've generated nearly 3,000 leads online using the strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. Now, this is a guy that I've had the fortune of meeting. It's an elite marketer, and his name is Mark Nelson. And he actually wrote me this testimonial. It says, "Hi, Mark Nelson from Knoxville, Tennessee. I'd like to do a short testimonial for Mr. Dayton Anderson. Dayton and I are in a very elite mastermind program, and here's what I've truly found about him. Dayton comes from just the heart of serving people. So if you're looking for the right mentor, the right person to lead you where you want to go, when you want to grow your business, I'd search out Dayton. He's going to be honest. He's going to give you some unbelievable value and on how to grow your business. Again, this is Mark Nelson. If I were you, I'd get a hold of Dayton." Now, guys, my results are not typical, of course. All right. I'll walk you through the system that I'm using to get great results, but please understand that my results are not typical. And because the average person who attends any training gets 0 results. All right. If you take action, if you actually follow these steps, you will get results. But unfortunately, a lot of people, they're not really enthusiastic. They're not really go-getters. They don't actually go out there and take action. They hear a lot of cool stuff. They know what they should do, but they don't actually go out there and do it. And you know what? I'm more than happy to share with you for free exactly what's working for me. All right. Now, I do want to make one thing clear. This is not for get rich quick people. All right. There's a lot of people out there that they don't want to put in any work. They just want a magic button that they press every single morning and millions flow into their bank account. What I'm going to be sharing with you is how to actually market your business. All right. But you actually have to market your business. This is not like a push button thing where, you know, you just hit the space button 5 times and magically people flow into your bank account. No, it doesn't work that way. So unfortunately, if that's what you came on this webinar looking for, then I can't really help you. And so really quick, as I was, you know, putting together the slides for this presentation in order to share this information with you, I actually wanted to go out and look at what people invest into a marketing education. Now, I actually have a degree in business, and, you know, the school that I went to had a tuition cost of, you know, $16,000 a semester. And so I went and I wanted to look at what some of the top schools in the country would charge for hands-on actual marketing training that you could use. And as you can see here, the tuition for Stanford School of Business is actually $66,000 a semester, right? So that's like $120,000 or nearly $500,000 to go through, you know, 4 years of coaching, of training, of being taught, of getting an education at Stanford. And if you take a look at Harvard, it's over $100,000 a year, all right? So that would cost you well over $400,000 to learn marketing strategies, to learn business, to learn how to actually go out there and develop a business strategy that you could use in order to, you know, be a successful entrepreneur. So that was something that I thought was cool. I just wanted to share that with you real quick. And this is my buddy, Chip Hallett. I met him, and unfortunately, I was able to help him. So he says, "I know Dayton is definitely somebody that will be able to take you and your business to the next level. Just with his industry knowledge, the expertise, the integrity, the success, the track record that Dayton has created is outstanding. I'm 100% standing by this testimonial. Dayton Anderson is definitely somebody that's going to be able to take you and your business to the next level. Thank you, Chip Hallett. All right. And it's really cool when you can not only help get results for yourself, but to actually go out there and help other people. Because to be quite honest, and if you can't help other people, then you're just not going to make as much money as you could. All right. Because the way network marketing is set up, the more people you help succeed, the more money you actually make yourself. And when you understand the strategies that I'm going to be sharing tonight, you'll be able to get results for yourself and for the people that you actually bring into your business. So wouldn't that be cool? Isn't that be awesome if you're able to get testimonials like this on a daily basis, have people reaching out to you with things like that? That'd be pretty awesome, right? All right, cool. So let's get into the content. Here's what we're going to be covering tonight. Secret number one is how you can actually make more money and build your business rejection-free by marketing to people that are already interested in what you have to offer. All right. Wouldn't that be cool if there was people out there that already wanted what you had to offer and you didn't really have to go out there and create the interest in them? Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome, right? So secret number two, how you can get those interested people to actually come to you and they'll literally beg to join you and your team. You know, a lot of people, they think, hey, you know what? I have to go out there. I have to sell this thing. I have to make people get interested. But these people will actually come to you on a daily basis. And I'm going to be sharing that with you inside of secret number two. And secret number three, how I recruited 4 people in less than 24 hours with just 2 emails. That'd be pretty cool, right? You just send out 2 quick emails and you have people coming into your business. You start to see some actual money in your bank account from your business. That'd be pretty awesome, right? So let me just check the chat real quick, make sure nobody has any more questions. Oh, somebody has a question. Is my screen not moving? Seems like we're having a few technical difficulties. Yes, my screen should be moving. All right, let me just share the entire screen instead. See if that works any better. All right, hopefully that works out a little better. All right, are you seeing my screen move now? Go ahead and type in the chat. Screen wasn't moving. Is it moving now? Okay, awesome. All right. So let's get back into it. You know what? These things happen, you know, with technology, with so many people on the call, it slows down and yeah, but you know what? The information is still going to get out there. We're going to get through this presentation. Sound good? All right. Awesome. So secret number one is you can actually make more money and build your business rejection-free by marketing to people that are already interested in what you have to offer. All right. So this is all about the 2 types of people that you should talk to about your business if you want to build your business rejection-free. Now, most marketers think that the only way to build your business is through word of mouth. They reach out to family members and friends. They're talking to different people. They're going to bookstores, gas stations, you know, pretty much talking to everybody that they can about their business. They're posting their business on Facebook, hoping that, you know, people will ask them about it and different things like that. But that's not actually targeting your market, all right? You know, if you were to watch, Like say if you were to go to watch cartoons, you probably wouldn't see a lot of commercials on there that ask, hey, are you struggling with balding? No, because their target market, which is, you know, people that would actually be struggling with balding, with losing their hair, are not usually watching cartoons. They're going to put, you know, advertisements that are geared more towards kids on those pages rather than, you know, putting something for balding. So you actually want to target your market your business to people that would be most interested in what you have to offer. And so you can actually make more money and build your business rejection free by marketing to people that are already interested in what you have to offer. So why is it hard to actually recruit family members and friends? And if you didn't know, family members and friends are actually some of the hardest people to recruit into your business. And here's why. Number one is they didn't raise their hand saying that they're interested in what you have to offer. Now, if you do have family members that came to you ahead of time and said, hey, you know what, I'm looking for a business opportunity. I was thinking about joining, you know, a network marketing business. Then guess what? That family member, you go ahead and you recruit them. But oftentimes, a lot of people's family members and friends haven't already raised their hands saying that they're interested in what you have to offer. Two, they could be skeptical about the industry, right? A lot of people, they kind of hear about network marketing. Usually they hear about it through somebody else that's done it. So you might share your presentation with someone, and then the next day they go to work and they're telling their friends, hey, you know, I heard about this new opportunity. And then one of their friends will say, oh yeah, I had a cousin that tried something like that once and they didn't make any money inside of the opportunity. And so your family member, your friend, they may come back to you, and then, you know, they seemed excited at first, but then they end up not joining, and you never know the real reason why, right? And so some people are naturally skeptical. They wonder if it's a pyramid scheme. They'll probably ask you, hey, are you actually making any money? And then, you know, if you haven't made any money, then they'll be like, oh, well, you know, I don't want to get into this right now. And so they could actually be a little bit skeptical about the industry as a whole. Number three, it could actually be awkward to sell to them. Now, naturally, when you got started in your opportunity, you were fired up, you were, you know, really excited and passionate about what it is that you have to offer. And so your close family members and friends, you probably went straight to them and told them about the opportunity that you just joined. But then, you know, I know that there's probably people that are in your phone right now that you just wouldn't feel comfortable reaching out to. Maybe it's somebody that's more of an acquaintance than a family member or friend. And, you know, when you reach out to them, they're kind of, you know, talking to you about what's going on in their life. But at the same time, they're wondering, like, you know, what is it that they want? Why is this person calling me? And then some people, they're great with, you know, like building rapport and talking to people, but then they kind of feel a little awkward when they have to transition into talking about their business opportunity. So sometimes for some people, it can be a little awkward to actually sell to their family members and friends. And number four, there's a limited number of prospects, right? So your family and friends, there's not an infinite number of them, all right? You reach out to a couple people and all of a sudden you realize, you know what, I didn't even have as much friends as I thought. And so there's definitely a limited number of prospects that you can actually share your business with. So who is your target market? Who is the ideal prospect for you inside of your business? Now, here's a hint. There are only two types of people that you should market your business to if you want to build your business rejection free. The first type are people looking to join a home-based business, right? You know, we definitely understand that. People are out there, they're actually looking for ways to build an income. They're actually out there searching on Google for what's the best company to get involved with, and you can actually put your business directly in front of those people. And the second group of people is struggling network marketers. Now, I know what you're thinking. If they're struggling network marketers, they already have, you know, a network marketing company. How can I actually recruit them? Well, a lot of network marketers, they're actually struggling inside of their business, right? Over 97% of network marketers are spending more money than they're making, and they're looking for a new opportunity. All right. You see, a lot of people, they get involved in network marketing because they want the time freedom, the financial freedom. They don't want to go to their job. And so they get into a company and they don't really know any marketing skills or strategies. And so after a while, they decide, you know what? I'm not really making any money, and they're looking for a new opportunity, or they quit, but they still have that like entrepreneurial desire. They still have those bills that they want to pay off. They still have all the reasons why they got started in network marketing in the first place. And so they end up looking for a different opportunity. And like I said before, my dad, he was actually in his third different opportunity when he got me started in, the opportunity that he actually ended up leaving. And that happens to a lot of network marketers. In fact, a lot of the people that I actually help, a lot of the people that I talk to on a daily basis, some of them actually have 2-3 different network marketing opportunities that they're involved with at the very same time, just because they think that, hey, you know what, maybe a new product, maybe something else, maybe a new leader, maybe, there's just something better out there that I could be promoting that will help me get better results. And another great reason is they've bought something similar. And you've probably heard this before, but a lot of businesses will say, hey, it's a lot easier to get a repeat customer than it is to actually go out and acquire a new customer, right? If somebody buys something, if they purchase something and they have a good experience, so say you were to go out to eat and you had a great time, you enjoyed the food, you like the atmosphere and everything, what are the chances that you'll go back to that restaurant? They're pretty high, right? If you go out to a theme park and you have a fun time, you're probably going to go back to that theme park again. So network marketers, they've already bought into a network marketing opportunity. Chances are they're going to buy into another one at some point in time. Number 3, they already know the industry. And in the analogy that I like to use, it's actually a lot easier to teach somebody how to multiply and divide if they already know how to add and subtract, right? And so, how family members are skeptical sometimes. They don't really know if it's a pyramid scheme. They don't understand the compensation plan, upline, downline, auto ship, things like that. When you're talking to another network marketer, they kind of already know what to expect. They've bought into the industry. They kind of know how it works. And it's a lot easier to recruit someone that's starting so much further ahead in the race. And number 4, there's over 13 million distributors. And from the first one, you can see that over 97% of them are actually making less money than they're spending. And it's growing by over 55,000 people every single week, right? So I don't know about you, but my family is not growing by 55,000 people every single week. So there's definitely more people that you can reach out to, more people that you can actually connect with about your specific opportunity. Which leads us to secret number 2. How can you actually get those struggling network marketers and those people that are looking for a new opportunity to actually come to you and literally beg to join your team? And here's the secret on how to do that. So this is all about how to attract your ideal prospects to you so that you never have to chase a prospect ever again, all right? Now, most network marketers think that to grow your home business, you actually have to go out and prospect people, but you can actually get them to come to you, all right? And it's actually more profitable. It's actually easier to recruit people that come to you than it is to go out and try to create interest in other people. And so you can get those interested people to come to you and literally beg to join your team. And so here's what I mean. Here's how to get them to come to you. Now I'm pretty sure that you've heard of the saying before, you can catch more flies with honey, right? If you give people what they want, they will come to you, right? Now, the next statement that I'm going to make is just a little bit controversial, so just stick with me, right? People don't care about your company. There's a lot of marketers out there. They're really passionate. They're really energetic about their opportunity. They go out there whenever they find somebody that will listen to them about what it is that they have to share. Guess what they're doing? They're splurging all this information on them. We've been around since this year. We're debt free. We've, one of the top companies to ever do this. We have a brand new product that's never been used before. 100 people are making $1 million. You could lose 100 pounds in 30 seconds when you try this new pill. And they go on and on and on about their company. But guess what? There's thousands of other people inside of your company that can all say the same thing. There's millions of people in other similar companies that can all say how great their opportunity is. And if you want to stand out, if you want people to come to you, you're going to have to do something a little bit more different than, what the other people are doing. So instead of just, splurging about how great your company is, then you want to lead with what people want. And I'll show you exactly what they want in just a second. Now, there's a great quote that says that anybody that buys a drill, what they really want is a hole, right? So nobody goes out. If you're a carpenter, you don't just go out to buy a drill and then you just leave it on the shelf and you continue to, use a screwdriver or you hammer to, nail things into the wall. You go out and buy a drill because you want a hole. You want to be able to put a screw in the wall. So if you want to sell people on your opportunity, sell them on the hole and not the drill, right? Does that make sense? So what does your ideal prospect want? How do you give them what they want so that they come to you? Well, there's two simple things that your ideal prospects want. They want a leader that can show them how to succeed, that can show them how to get more leads, all right? They want information on how they can get more leads, and they want information on how they can get more money, all right? Now, you're a network marketer. Aren't those two things that you would want? You want more leads and you want more money, right? So if you lead with this info, they will come to you. So instead of going out there talking about your company, talking about, how they'll be able to fit into the swimsuit by the end of the summer if they take this magic diet pill, what they truly want is they want to know, how will this work for me? And so if you go out there and you start to share information about how inside of your opportunity you can train them, you can help them get more leads and more money, then they will literally come to you. And so these are images of trainings, all right? These are what we call lead magnets or free trainings that you can give away in order to attract interested people to you. Now, the first one, build a six-figure residual income in your MLM. The 17 irrefutable laws to build a six-figure residual income in your company and set your family financially free. Now, that's a free training that I've used, that I've given away to people in order to attract them to me. Now, let me ask you, wouldn't you want access to that training? Wouldn't you want to learn the laws of building a six-figure residual income? What about famous six-figure MLM rep discovers a simple system to earn an extra $6,400 in residual affiliate commissions, generate 1,400 leads, and sign up 6 reps without spending a dime, right? Don't you think that that's something that other network marketers would be interested in as well? What about 10-minute per day Instagram blueprint to add 150 leads per month to your business for free? Now, let me ask you this, all right? So go in the chat, tell me, if I were to give you access to these for free, you would be interested in watching these free trainings, am I right? Go ahead, type in the chat, type in the question, just wherever it is that you feel comfortable posting, just let me know. You'd be interested in actually going through these trainings, learning how to build a six-figure residual income, learning how to generate leads from Instagram or Facebook or from these different places. Okay, people are putting in the question. I don't know why my screen is showing like this. Oh well, we'll get back to this. Right? And so this is actually an image of a Facebook group called Network Marketers Unite. All right, it's a Facebook group of network marketers. Now, we already discussed that 97% of network marketers are actually struggling to make any money inside of their business, right? And this has over 49,000 members. So what do you think would happen if I took these trainings and went and posted them inside of this group? And it said, hey, you know what? If you're struggling to get leads, if you're struggling to make money inside of your business, here's a free training on how to, earn an extra $6,400 a month and generate 1,400 leads inside of your MLM without spending a dime, right? I bet you a pretty good percentage of those people are going to be like, hey, you know what? I'd like that training. Hey, how can I get that information? And, a lot of people would reach out to me wanting more information about how they could get these exact trainings. And so what happens is, as you can see, especially in the bottom right one, as you can see, it says name, email, phone, and they go, and in order to get access to the training, they fill out their contact information, right? And on the other ones that you see that say download now or click here for instant access, as soon as they click on that, the form pops up and they enter their contact information. And now what happens? Now I can actually get on the phone with that person, or I can send them an email seeing how I could actually help them. So I reach out to them, and this is how a sample conversation would go. So I reach out to, let's say, Bob, right? And I just say, hey, Bob, saw you came through my website. Just wanted to reach out to you, see how you were doing, see how I could best help you get better results inside of your business. And, and then I'll say, you know what, Bob, what is it that you're struggling with? And so what Bob will do is he'll go through, he'll tell me all his problems. He'll say, you know what, I'm struggling to get leads inside of my business. I'm struggling to I ran out of family members to talk to about what it is that I have to offer. And I'm just looking for a way to make money inside of my business. And so then what I'm going to say from there is, hey, you know what, Bob, I hear you. I understand you. From what I understand, you've ran out of people to talk to about your business. You're struggling to generate leads. You want to build your business because you have daughters that are going to get married soon, and you'd like to be able to pay for their wedding, or, whatever it is. And then you say, well, hey, you know what, Bob, these are actually things that I teach on my team. So, if you really want to solve this problem, then you might want to take a look at what it is that I have to offer, because, on my team, I share information like this on how to generate leads, on what to do if you've, ran out of family members and friends to talk to. And then from there, Bob is far more likely to take a look at my opportunity, simply because I didn't come to him and say, hey, you know what, I have the greatest opportunity in the world, this great diet pill, all this great information, and whatever. I came to him, I heard his problems, I heard what he's struggling with, and now I'm actually providing a solution. And so, what Bob is going to see? He's going to see someone that, is providing helpful information, like one of these free trainings. He's going to see someone that's actually reaching out to him, that's not just like being a used car salesman and just selling him on their opportunity. You're going to see somebody that can actually help him build a business. And so he's going to be far more likely to take a look at what I have to offer. All right. Which brings us to secret number 3, how with just 2 emails, you can get people eager and excited to work with only you. All right. And so this is all about how I recruited 4 people in less than 24 hours by sending out a few emails. Now, most network marketers, they think that you have to go through a progression of calling a prospect, telling them about the business, get them to a presentation or a home party, follow up with them on a 3-way call. But with just 2 emails, you can actually get people eager and excited to work with you. And here's how. All right. So using the strategy that I just outlined, I actually went to an interest on Facebook. I posted one of those trainings. I had over 172 different people reach out to me for more information about my opportunity. I talked to a few of them, had 12 people sign up in my business, right? And so from there, I had the contact information of the rest of the people. Now, why do you get their contact information? Well, because people buy on average on the 7th exposure to something, right? So if you've ever had somebody go to your company replicated website, your sales page, your product page, wherever it is that you send people, if they didn't buy on the first time, and they left the website, then you probably just lost that traffic, that lead, that person forever. But when you have their contact information, you can continue to, market to that person, continue to build a relationship with them, continue to build rapport. And so I get their contact information from, the pages that I showed you before, and you can continue to market to people because they buy on average on the 7th exposure, right? Now, I don't know about you, but if you don't if I've never reached out to family members and friends 7 or more times, right? If somebody says no one time, I'm not going to continue. Oh, hey, it's been 3 days. Are you interested now? No. Okay. It's been 3 more days. Are you interested now? No. Okay. But when you have their contact information, you can send them an email. You can continue to build rapport. You can send them to blog posts, videos, different things that let them know that you're a real person. Let them know who you are, right? Because people buy from who they know, like, and trust. So, I had their contact information. I generated 172 leads, 12 people signed up. So there were still 160 people left. And so I just, started to, I knew that they came to me for information on how to get leads, how to make more money. So what I did was I took a few days, send out a few emails, telling my story, talking more about who I am. And then I sent out some emails, saying like, giving them tips and strategies on how to generate more leads. And then from there, I actually did a presentation about my opportunity, and I had 4 people within the first 24 hours actually go out and join my opportunity, right? Because by now they gotten a little information from me. They kind of knew who I was. They started to build a little rapport with me. And then from there, they were interested in working with me. So I sent out a few emails. They came on the presentation, did the presentation, and they joined. And there actually ended up being 5 people. One person actually watched the video a couple days later, and they ended up joining as well. Now, for you, it can actually work out a little differently. Maybe you're not doing your own presentations, but you could actually invite somebody. You go out, you generate some leads. You can invite them on a 3-way call with your upline. You can invite them, to your home. You can invite them to, watch the sales video, to check out the product pages. Once you start building rapport with people, you start getting a little engagement with them, then you can actually go ahead, send them back to what it is that you have to offer. And so let's go through a few like hypothetical numbers. If you actually apply these strategies, you go out to groups, you post trainings that, network marketers that would be interested in learning about, and you could actually generate, let's say, on the low end, you're generating 20 leads per day, right? Which equals 140 leads per week. And say, just being uber conservative, you are able to recruit 1 out of 10 people into your business, right? So that would be 2 people a day into your business, because, 1 out of 10. And chances are, as you're recruiting people each and every week, that number will go up. But so say you're just starting out, you recruit 1 out of 10 people. And then you do 1 presentation a week, whether it's, with your upline, whether it's inviting them to the sales page, and that brings an extra 2 to 3 people a week into your business. You could actually end up recruiting 4 to 5 people a week with just 20 leads per day. All right. Just by going out, taking training, putting it in front of people that would be interested in what you have to offer. And when they come to you, you reach out to them, find out what they're struggling with, and share how you could actually help them inside of their business. All right. So I wanted you to imagine what would it actually be like when you're actually using these strategies, you're going out, you're generating leads on a daily basis, and you're actually walk out to your mailbox and there's actually checks in your mailbox. You get direct deposit. What would you do when you're actually successful inside of your business? Would you quit your job? Would you travel more? Like, are there places that you would like to go see? Would you travel more? Would you spend more time with your family and friends? What would you do on a Wednesday when you have free time? All right. What would your day be like? Would you buy your dream home or maybe even your dream car? Would you give to charity? What would you, actually imagining the future, what it would be like, is a very powerful tactic, because, there's going to be days where it's tough to build your business. And when you have a very strong why, the reason why, then you'll endure almost anyhow. And so, it would be awesome if you could give to charity, actually go out there, buy your dream home, be able to spend time with family members and friends. So let me ask you a question. Are you enjoying this webinar so far? Can't really get the chat to work today, but we'll see how it's going over here. Okay. All right, Ken. I appreciate the enthusiasm. For some reason, it seems like you're the only person that can get into the chat. I don't understand what's going on with this webinar platform, but guess what? I'll have my tech guys on it. And next time we'll be able to work through this better. So are you getting value from this webinar so far? So here's what we've covered. We've covered how you can make more money and build your business rejection-free by marketing to people that are already interested in what you have to offer. You can get interested people to come to you and literally beg to join your team. They're going to want the information that you're sharing with them. And I shared how with just a few emails, sending them out to the people that have come to me for more information on how to get leads and sales inside of their business, and get them onto a presentation, all right? And the great thing about those trainings is I didn't even have to create them, all right? They're trainings that other people have done, top leaders in the industry, and I'll show you how to get access to them in just a couple minutes. So let me ask you this. Who wants to take things to the next level, right? I'm pretty sure you've seen these strategies, you've seen what they've been doing inside of my business, and I'm sure you'd love to actually go out there and get results and be able to, achieve some of the same things in your business, right? So you could go ahead, the Q&A box is not actually working today, but if you're ready, then I actually have something that I can share with you that will actually show you step-by-step how to implement these strategies so that in the next 24 hours, you'd be able to use this inside of your business, all right? All right, so let's get into it. Now, the system that I'm using is called the MyLeadSystem Pro. It's an online MLM marketing and training platform, all right? Now, MyLeadSystem Pro is all about helping you recruit more reps into your home business and be financially free fast, all right? Without ever having to chase family members and friends, call prospects on the phone, or have to wonder where your next prospect is coming from. So here's what you get as a member of the MyLeadSystem Pro community. You get instant access to step-by-step marketing training from 6, 7, and even 8-figure earners in the home-based business industry. They'll literally take you behind the scenes and show you exactly how to get more leads, make more sales, and recruit more reps into your home business, right? And so what does this mean for you? This means you'll never run out of people to talk to about your business. You will know exactly how to start getting fresh leads daily for your business starting today. As you can see in the image on the right, there's training on pretty much how to use pretty much any website in order to attract network marketers, people interested in joining your business. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, meetup groups, Google, you use pay-per-click, YouTube, the Facebook ads, pretty much any strategy will work as long as you're providing helpful information to people and getting them to come to you, right? So you're going to get a lead generation and recruiting vault worth over $19.97, right? You also get free high-level coaching every single Wednesday. We've been doing this for the past 8 years, where 6, 7, even 8-figure earners show you what's working now. It's guaranteed to help you get more leads, more reps, and more money into your MLM business. Now, the image below is just one of the trainings. This was like one of the past Wednesday webinars that they had, and it was how the #1 income earner in a network marketing company with thousands of reps can generate roughly 50 leads a day absolutely free with his top 10 best producing prospecting tricks and how you can too, all right? This is high-level coaching each and every single Wednesday that is designed to share with you, hey, you know what? This is what's working now inside of my business. This is how you do it. This is why you should do it. If you do this, this is how the results that you will get, all right? Frank Marino says, this system has allowed me to generate over 46,000 leads, sign up over 1,000 people, and make over $130,000 from people who said no to my business opportunity. The Funnelizer and the CRM make it so easy to build an MLM, especially for brand new people who are stuck. Mark Lalone, he says, within 3 months, I was generating 20 leads a day and bringing in one person into my MLM business every week. 6 months in, I now generate 100 leads a day and bring a new person into my primary MLM business per day. All right, and he actually has a high-end or a high-ticket business opportunity. So you're going to get access to the lead generation and recruiting vault, the weekly live training from top producers in the industry, and you're also going to get the system campaigns, which are the exact same trainings that I showed you before, the how to recruit quality leaders into your MLM business, even if you're just getting started. The 10-minute per day Instagram blueprint that add 150 leads per month. You actually get these trainings for free. You can watch them, you can go through them, and you can also give them away to other people out there in the industry to help you build your list, recruit more reps into your MLM business, right? These are trainings that you can actually give away to help you grow your business. So you get the lead generation and recruiting vault, the weekly high-level training, the done-for-you system campaigns where you didn't even have to create the training yourself. You just share the information with other people, and they'll literally come to you for the information. You also get 10 professionally written MLM building emails. Now, remember when I said that I sent out a few emails to the people that actually came to me for more information about what it is that I have to offer? You know, there's some people out there that they're unsure what to say in the emails. They don't know how to get people eager and excited to work with them and how to build rapport with people. Well, these are professionally written by 6, 7, 8-figure income earners, by professional copywriters. They're done for you emails that are designed to educate your prospects, build relationships with them on autopilot, and get them eager to join you in your business, right? You just send these out to your prospects. You can edit them. You can add your own flavor to them. You just simply put your company website inside of these emails, and they actually promote and sell your opportunity for you, so that when you actually, you know, say you want to do a presentation, so you want to, you know, go out there and do a 3-way call with your upline, or however it is that you market your business opportunity. These emails are designed to go out and actually get people eager and excited to work with you, so that when you actually, you know, contact them and say, hey, you know what, I'm doing a presentation, they're ready, eager, and waiting to actually join you inside of your MLM. All right. So you get the lead generation and recruiting vault, the weekly live training, the done-for-you system campaigns, the professionally written MLM building emails, and the 5 steps to fire your boss PDF cheat sheet. Now, a lot of people, one question that I get a lot is, you know, what should I be doing on a daily basis? You know, how do I generate leads? How do I talk to people? How many people should I be talking to on a daily basis? Well, this checklist will show you the 5 steps to fire your boss within the next 60 to 90 days, you know, however it is that, you know, if that's your goal. You know, if you're just looking to make a little money on the side, this can help you with that as well. If you're looking to actually fire your boss, work from home full time, then you'll definitely want to follow this 5-step daily action plan that 100% of the top earners follow. All right. This is the recipe for freedom. If you follow this daily, you can build a profitable business and finally live your dream. All right. And the image on the right is the beginning of the 5-step daily action plan to fire your boss and live the dream. So you get the lead generation vault, you get the high-level training each and every Wednesday, you get the done-for-you system campaigns, the professionally written MLM building emails, and you get the 5 steps to fire your boss PDF cheat sheet, all for a total value of $6,385. All right. Now, I'm not going to charge you $6,385 for this system. All right. Now, it definitely could. As you've seen before, people definitely invest a lot of money into their marketing education, nearly $400,000 a year to go to for education from Stanford, but it's not going to cost you $6,000, all right? But let me ask you this. If all my Lead System Pro did was help you to have 10 to 15 people per day reach out to you about your business, would it be worth it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would, right? I just showed you how, you know, with just 10 to 15 leads a day, that could turn into, you know, 4 or 5 or more people per week, the better you get at recruiting. And I'm pretty sure if you do that consistently week in and week out, you'd definitely be able to make way more than $6,000, right? So it'd definitely be worth it. So if my Lead System Pro, of all it did would tell you to recruit 2 people per day and show your team how to do the same, would it be worth it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would, right? And if all my Lead System Pro did was allow you to finally be able to go full-time and quit your job, would it be worth the $6,000? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would as well, right? Well, it's not going to cost you $6,385 today. And if you get started with my Lead System Pro today, you can get started for just $149.97, all right? So just head on over to MLM MLMrecruitingexpert.com right now to get started. MLMrecruitingexpert.com to get started. And of course, there's a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. All right. If My Lead System Pro doesn't help you learn exactly how to recruit more reps into your home business and be financially free without having to chase family and friends or having to call prospects on the phone, then you'll get 100% refund of your money, no questions asked. All right. If you don't even like the color of the back office, you can get your money back. All right. It's a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. Now, once again, go to MLMrecruitingexpert.com. Now, of course, everybody has disposable income, right? You go out, you work, you get paid. Now, some of that money is going to go towards bills. It's going to go towards things that you have to pay. But then there's going to be that money that's going towards, things that are going to disappear, movies, things that you actually go out and you do, you enjoy, you spend the money on it one time and then it's gone, right? And so I'm not asking you to go into debt. It's not going to cost you $6,000. You're not going to have to, remortgage your house in order to get this. You can literally spend your disposable income, the money that you were going to spend on movies, on, food and things like that, that you can actually just take that money, invest in MLM Recruiting Expert, and you will have an asset that you can use that can help you build your business and live the lifestyle of your dreams, all right? So go to MLMrecruitingexpert.com right now. Now, this is Nicole Cooper. She says, I've generated over $100,000 in 10 months. I want to thank MLSP for being the brilliant developers behind such a powerful system. It has now been 10 months since I've started my online company, and I'm pleased to say that thanks to all of the powerful tips and techniques that I've learned as a product of this training, I've generated over $100,000 in 10 months, earning over $30,000 in the past month using the internet marketing methods I've learned from this community. All right. Wouldn't that be cool to actually be able to build a 6-figure business from what you learn inside of My Lead System Pro? And she actually earned over $30,000 in 1 month just from what she learned. Wouldn't that be cool? What would that do for your life to actually make $30,000 in 1 month? And you can actually learn some of her best marketing skills and strategies inside of My Lead System Pro as soon as you get started at MLMrecruitingexpert.com. So let me ask you this. What if I can make this offer even more incredible for you? Would that be cool? Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome, right? Well, I actually have a few bonuses that could actually help you get faster results. And number one is actually a free 1-hour training video on how to get 36 signups in your business with one simple 3 to 5 minute video, right? Now, the cool thing about video is once you do it once, you don't have to, that video will work and have the same energy and enthusiasm for you as is the first day that you made that video. So wouldn't it be cool to take 3 to 5 minutes and just make a video, post it in the right place, and have 36 people sign up inside of your business? Well, that's actually a free training that you can get access to once you become a member of My Lead System Pro, all right? And so once again, just head on over to MLMrecruitingexpert.com. Easily $297 value. Now, if you only got that bonus alone, would that be worth the price? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would, right? If you sign up 36 people, it's probably going to be a lot more valuable to you than just $149, right? Again, you're going to get the lead generation and recruiting vault, the weekly live training, the done-for-you system campaigns, the 10 professionally written MLM building emails, the 5 steps to fire your boss PDF cheat sheet, plus the free training on how to get 36 signups in your business with one simple 3 to 5 minute video, all right? Total value, $6,482. Now, guys, money replenishes, right? Like you get paid probably, bi-monthly, so you get paid every 2 weeks. And, once you spend that money, then, in 2 weeks you get paid again. So that money replenishes. But let me ask you something. Does your time come back? No, it doesn't, right? So if you miss your daughter's recital, if you miss your son's basketball or football game, or your friends want to hang out, but you're stuck in the office, then you're not going to get that time back. Am I right? Now you can actually go out and learn these strategies on your own. You can go out, try to actually go out there and market, try to market to network marketers. But it's going to cost you time, and I'm trying to save you a little bit of time right here. If you go here, you learn these strategies from people that are out there in the trenches just like you, actually getting the results. You can actually learn from their mistakes as well as their successes, saving you time and helping you get that time back so that you can actually spend it doing the things that you want inside of your business, right? So once again, go to MLMrecruitingexpert.com right now to get started. And the second bonus that I have for you is actually a free training on how to recruit 5 people per week on Instagram. Now that'd be pretty cool, right? To be able to go out on Instagram, it's actually very simple to post on Instagram. All you do, it's mainly for images. And so you go out there, and this free training will show you how to recruit 5 people per week on just using Instagram. Easily $297 value. Now, chances are you've probably been on webinars like this before. Maybe you've started like a New Year's resolution before in the past, and then by February that New Year's resolution wasn't a thing anymore. Well, I want to help you break those habits today. Like you just learned the exact system that I've been using in order to generate 20 to 25 leads a day, that I've used in order to recruit 4 people in 24 hours. And what I want to do is I want to help you break the old habits and build new ones that will actually help you get the results that you want inside of your business, right? So once again, you will actually get a lot of training and information and stuff from me once you go to MLMrecruitingexpert.com today to get started. Now, Jordan Schultz, he says, I never made a penny online before. I found these guys 7 to 8 months ago and had some insane initial success. I made my first sale in 3 days and I had my first $500 day inside of 3 weeks and my first $2,000 month in my second month in, and I had never made a penny online before. I'm now averaging 15 to 20 leads per day because I listened to what I was taught and took action. Do exactly what these guys are teaching and you'll experience a whole new level of business, right? I never knew this was possible and I wake up grateful every morning. That's pretty awesome, right? Wouldn't it be cool to start generating 15 to 20 leads and actually start making money inside of your business? That'd be pretty cool, right? Once again, you're going to get the lead generation and recruiting vault. You get the weekly live training from the top producers in the network marketing industry. You get the done-for-you system campaigns, the professionally written MLM building emails, the 5 steps to fire your boss PDF cheat sheet, the free training. You get the free training on how to recruit 5 people per week on Instagram, $6,979 you're getting for $149 when you go to MLMrecruitingexpert.com. All right. Now, I've given you a lot of information over the past, how long have we been on here? Over the past hour or so. But information alone is not going to get you to where you want inside of your business, right? In order to get the results that you want, then you're actually going to need hands-on training. You're going to need people showing you exactly what to do in order to get the results that you want inside of your business. So in order to do that, then in order for me to best help you, you need to invest in Motley System Pro today, all right? And I actually have one last fast action bonus. If you invest in MLSP before midnight tonight, you will actually get a 30-minute consult with me personally, right? I'll actually reach out to you. I'll take a look at your business, talk to you about what it is that you're struggling with, and we'll help you get over that hurdle so you can finally start to get leads and start to make money inside of your business, right? And all you have to do is invest inside of MLSP today. Once again, go to MLMrecruitingexpert.com right now to get started. Now, guys, unfortunately, you can have money or excuses, right? But you can't have both. So there's a lot of people that are going to be on this call tonight, and they're going to come up with every excuse why this won't work for them. Then, they're going to come up with every excuse of, why they won't be able to invest tonight and take action tonight. But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the people that are actually action takers, the people that actually want to go out there and get results. You can either have money or you can have excuses. And so it's up to you to choose which one that you would rather have, right? So you're either going to get the lead generation and recruiting vault, you're going to get the weekly live training from top producers, the done-for-you system campaigns, the professionally written emails, 5 steps to fire your boss, the free training on how to get 36 signups from one simple video, the free training on how to recruit 5 people per week on Instagram. And you're going to get, if you invest tonight, if you invest by midnight tonight, you'll get the 30-minute consult with me personally. That's a total value of $7,076. And you actually get that for $149 when you invest tonight, all right? And when you learn what it is that they're actually teaching inside of My Lead System Pro, you can actually say goodbye to chasing prospects. You can say goodbye to cold calling. You can say goodbye to having to market to your warm market. You can say goodbye to all of that stuff because you'll learn how to actually generate leads, how to actually go out there and close people into your business, all right? Now, this is April Marie Tucker. She says, within 6 months, I was able to leave my cocktail waitressing job to be at home with my kids. Now I'm a 6-figure earner and able to provide for my kids like never before. Wouldn't that be cool? Isn't that what you want inside of your business? Wouldn't you love to be able to actually just be able to be with your family, to provide the lifestyle that you want them to actually have, to be able to send them to the camps that they want to go, to get them the things that they want to have, to be able to actually, provide the best for the people that you care about the most inside of your life? That'd be pretty cool, right? And all you have to do is simply go ahead, go over to MLMrecruitingexpert.com right now, get started, and you'll get access to everything that we talked about so that you can actually start to get the results that you want inside of your business, right? Now, you have 2 choices. You can actually go out and you could choose, hey, you know what, I don't want to invest in My Lead System Pro today. And tomorrow you'll actually wake up with the same problems that you are struggling with today, right? You go out there and you won't have any more prospects to share your business with tomorrow. You will have to go back to recruiting family members and friends and different things like that. Or you can invest in My Lead System Pro today and you can get those problems solved for good, right? You can actually get the training that you'll need, you get the tools, you get all the information that you'll need in order to actually start building your business like a true professional and getting the results that you want. So once again, you get the lead generation and recruiting vault, the weekly live training, the done-for-you system campaigns, the professionally written emails, the 5 steps to fire your boss, the free training on how to recruit 36 people into your business, the free training on how to recruit 5 people on Instagram, the free consultation with me if you invest in My Lead System Pro tonight. Once again, go to MLMrecruitingexpert.com, right? And that's it. That's pretty much all I have. If you've stuck around for this long, you get access to that free 89-minute training that I talked about at the beginning. All you have to do is send an email to Dayton@MLMrecruitingexpert.com, and I'll send that free training over to you right away. All right? Once again, you can just go to MLMrecruitingexpert.com right now to get started in My Lead System Pro. All right? And if there's no questions, which I don't know how people will be asking questions today, and that's pretty much all I have. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast here. We're having a bunch of technical difficulties tonight. I'm not sure why, but I hope that you got a bunch of value, and I look forward to seeing you inside of My Lead System.